got is partisan salad. Now listen here to this ballad. We seem to arrive all the way to season 5. These croutons have been all around. Now we're homeward bound. Just give us the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space Croutons. Space Croutons. Sally. Space Croutons. Space Croutons.
Sigourney Weaver.
Who? Everybody's doing it.
Hello, listeners. Curdy Clammerwood here in the back of Van Helsing, along with Sally.
Hello, audience.
With what we in the business call another episode of Space Croutons.
Because that's what we in the business call the title of the show.
True enough, Sally.
And we in the business would call you what?
How about the host with the most from coast to coast, and while making no boast, we'll give up the ghost to roast and toast every show we post.
I had to ask.
Truer still, Sally.
And that rhyme was what we in the business would call Curdy's Poetry Corner.
I guess maybe a bit of your style and culture has rubbed off on me. What do you think?
That we need better bits.
And it sounds like a bit of my dad's sarcasm has rubbed off on you. It's like he used to say, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but I'd rather have the sincerest form of brewski, and make it a cold one.
Curdy, shall we move on to what we in the business call a word from our sponsor? It is guaranteed to add even more style and culture to our proceedings, as it is a commercial for William Shakespeare's newest time travel comedy, All's Well That Never Ends Well.
A new Shakespeare comedy? To that I say, move on, Macduff.
Playing it now.
Hey, Will.
Yea, verily, forsooth and on, friends of romance and countrymen. Doth thou haveth a question?
You betteth we do. We've heard you've got a new play.
Ah, yes, the play's the thing. And so I shall speak the words trippingly on the tongue. 'Tis a comedy of time transversal, where two gentlemen and a pair of star-crossed young lovers from Sharona find themselves stranded on an island in a dark and mysterious world, while a power-hungry Scottish king and his demented wife battle a young prince who loves Danishes but hates his uncle for the right of succession after a previous emperor was stabbed in the back while in hospital for an Othellogram. It's my best work in years.
Wait a minute. That all sounds very familiar. Are you really Shakespeare? Or are you just an AI writing as Shakespeare?
Oh, you minion are too saucy. Next thou shalt label me a monkey with a typewriter.
Sorry, Billy boy. Just asking. No harm, no foul.
Methinks there is something rotten in the state of advertising. Alas, there is no respect to none. And to think this play was to be my masterpiece.
Was it really to be your masterpiece? Or was it not to be?
That's it. As staying is such sweet sorrow, I'll say good riddance. Look not for me on the morrow.
So, is there a play, or? Right. So, everyone out there, go ahead and buy your tickets to All's Well That Never Ends. Well, you've never seen a play like this one, and you probably never will.
Boy, Sally, I do like the classics.
And we haven't gone out on the town in quite a while.
And theaters have always been some of my favorite places to nap.
I'll order tickets tomorrow, just so there will be no Curdy sorrow.
Well, now that we've done some business, tell our listeners what we have in store for them today.
My pleasure. It is my own story regarding my investigation into the real identity of the story collector. And let me add a special shout-out to our young friends Seaver and Trellin for their invaluable assistance with the tangential research they provided.
Well, that's excellent. They are both team players for sure. Now, I take it you found out some juicy details that are going to help us uncover and put a stop to our nefarious plan.
Yes, Curdy. If you recall, we first met the story collector this past Thanksgiving in the diner Cornucopias. I believe this may have been the first time she absconded with some of our stories.
Okay then, now tell me and our audience, do you know who she is?
Yes, I believe I do.
Well then spill the beans, let the cat out of the bag, bend our ears, and denouement me.
Attention, people of Earth. We interrupt all Earth communications for the following announcement. Turning off your listening devices will not stop this broadcast, nor will the non-use of listening devices, as this message is being played via brain-wave receptors in your head. We recommend you do not resist listening. If you are driving, we recommend you pull over and do not resist listening. If you are swimming underwater, we recommend you don't forget to breathe, but do not stop swimming and do not resist listening.
It's finally quiet again, as it should be out here in this vastness of space in Quad Bodax. Silence is our status quo in the far reaches of another galaxy, another star system, so far from yours. Now, to regroup, clean up, make repairs, tell you what's happened, make sense of it all. My identifier, or name as you call it, is Nimam Tajet, and thanks to my prior contact with Earthlings, I am familiar with your language, which is necessary in this moment. What? All of them? We need to get the drones back online to fix the conjectors, to move us back into position and restore power. I know we don't know where we are. Navigatex is down as well. Continue standard Brill protocol. Yarnith needs us. Excuse the interruption. Things are a bit haywire, as you can hear, but this communication is just as important. So thank you for your patience. I am one of what we call Plemmets, which roughly translates in Earth English to Space Glow Light Mechanic. I believe you have something similar. Think light housekeepers, except my job is about our sun. As in your solar system, we have one sun, one source of light, heat, and life. And for eons there was only one planet in just the right place, warm enough but not too warm, to create and sustain life. And like you, for billions of star rotations, this is what our reality was. But thanks to advances in our technology, it became possible to expand beyond our single world. We pursued a plan to bring the light and heat of our sun to our own neighboring planets in hopes of making them life-sustaining as well. And I'm proud to say we have been successful. But relax. Yes, we are geniuses, inhabiting our entire solar system, while poor pitiful Earth still can't colonize other worlds. But trust me, you'll get there. Our breakthrough was really quite simple. Just as you humans are beginning to make advances in harnessing the power of your sun, we developed our equivalent of enormous solar panels to absorb sunlight, store it, and then use projection globes about 1/10 the size of your own sun to spread its life-sustaining power wherever we chose. We have essentially strung these globes, or SOL, sustainers of life, across the void, connected by heavy-duty extension cord, not unlike the lights wrapping your holiday trees or stretched across your balconies and porches. This has enabled us to bring light and heat and thus organic life to the other planets in our solar system, no matter how far from our own star. No, I told you it was a waste of time. The generatics were drained. No, I can't tell you why. Again, apologies. Now, where was I? I assume your human limitations are causing you to exclaim, wires? Glass orbs? It would be impossible to maintain something like this in the frozen temperatures of space. Well, let me assure you it was a long journey to just the right materials and understanding of the vastness around us that led to the advancements which brought us to the current state. And we have our challenges with the process on a regular basis. It helps that we have developed self-repairing vibranium wiring, sturdy enough to carry the necessary current, placed in the right locations to avoid detritus, not to mention away from most asteroid belts. Our orbs are not just simple glass either, but a material made from a compound of elements, making them hardy enough to use in space. And then there is the instrumentation and algorithms to keep track of any and all concerns in order to make space globe operation as uninterruptible as possible. But you can hear the work taking place in the background. Sometimes things happen, nothing's perfect. So we still have systematic processes when emergencies arise. That's where I, like the other Plemmets, come in. A space globe light mechanic spends their life residing at one of the strong globe lights, responsible for keeping it functional and thus assuring life on its corresponding planet continues to exist. Being a Plemmet is a thankless job. No one is very aware of us and what we do, unless, of course, there is a power emergency, like a globe blackout. We usually mask an outage situation as a solar eclipse, or the occasional volcano ash, smoke, or dense cloud cover. Our planet populations find these natural issues less worrisome than being told their sun has just gone out. Regardless, it is our number one priority to get our globe shining again just as quickly as we can. The pressure to rectify the situation is high, but so are the rewards. Because we are literally the lifeline for global civilizations, the secrecy surrounding what we do is of utmost importance. While our own inhabitants gladly operate under strict coexistence treaties with the others, we are not blind to the potential threats from alien races. So a Plemmet's focus is threefold: maintenance, emergency response, and above all, security. It is what I am and what I do. And it is a security concern that has for the first time required I reach out to you. Our interstellar defense algorithm, or IDA, as I call her, has identified an attack to this star globe from a series of massive energy pulses emanating from your area in the Milky Way. At first, we recorded what one would expect: harmless blasts of energy traveling at the speed of light, passing around and through our solar system. Everything was fine, and our standard defense shields remained stable. But yesterday, we saw the speed at which these blasts traveled, accelerating to as much as 88 times the speed of light and beyond. Something which, based on our scientific understanding, we never thought possible. And with this increase, the impact of the pulses became more violent and destructive. These energy blasts emanating from your system, based on IDA's data, narrowed their path, locking directly and aggressively onto my star, my home, the sun of Yarnath. Power surges and explosions massively cracking the global surface, blowing up our system-all hardware, severing the conjectors to our solar retrieval panels, and ejecting us out of our gravitational center. Only then did the attack stop. And now, here we are, floating aimlessly, without power, without defenses, and leaving Yarnath without heat and light. First, let me tell you, if your goal was to destroy life on Yarnath, you wasted your efforts. With our technological capabilities, you think we don't have something as obvious as space heaters? Secondly, in no time I will have power restored to Sol 13 with enhanced defenses which will more than repel another attack. The only reason that we are vulnerable this time was a flaw in our algorithm where we apparently underestimated your current level of scientific knowledge and technologies, a mistake we will not repeat. And most importantly, as we try to look kindly on civilizations like yours, so far below our advanced intelligence, we are sending a Tribunal Squadron mission ship to your star system to investigate this action against us and determine what will be the appropriate response. We want you to know we're coming, and we will do what needs to be done to make sure you never try this again.
This has been a special announcement via brainwave receptors regarding the pending invasion of your solar system by an infinitely more advanced race to decide the fate of all humankind. We now return to your previous programming.
Well, Sally, that was a kick in the pants. What do you think?
I think it is more important than ever that we find and stop the story collector.
You don't think an imminent alien invasion might be more of a priority?
I think the story collector is the reason for the alien invasion. I think it was she that caused the energy pulses that targeted and damaged the alien solar globe.
But why would she want to bring the wrath of an advanced race of aliens down upon us?
As I was saying earlier, I have identified the story collector, and it is someone not unknown to the listeners of Space Croutons.
Of course she's known. She's been on our show.
Yes, but only as the story collector. However, her true identity goes back to the very beginning of our show.
But if she's connected to the show, why hide her true self?
Curdy, I have found evidence that indicates the story collector is using alien technology to not just record stories, but actually take them and convert them into energy waves. That is why once collected you no longer have any memory of them.
Okay, but I still don't understand why she's doing this.
You are aware of the various reports coming in about new planets in various points of space, worlds created without approval from the IGTTMTBTA.
Yes.
And now this attack on the solar globe.
Yes.
My analysis indicates that the story collector is gathering story energy and using it to create new worlds wherever she chooses, and the attempt to take a solar globe from our far-flung neighbors is because she plans to create her own world, make it life-sustaining, even artificially, and then populate it with people important to her. And based on the theft of the trichronic transmuter, I believe she plans to populate this new world of hers with people who are currently deceased.
Okay, Sally, now you're getting creepy.
Don't you see, Curdy? She can use the Tri-Sand device to bring people back from the dead. By changing the details of their timelines, she can recreate them.
Well, that's an interesting theory, Sally, but what makes you so confident about all of this?
Everything that has happened so far fits this, plus there is one more detail. Something I noticed from your nightmare a while back. Listen to our archive recording of the recitator projection in episode 18.
Come on, Curdy. Tell me why you're here. Heck, tell me why I'm here. Why are we talking right now? Go ahead. I want to hear you playing my song. I want to hear what you think is going on. Hurry up, Curdy. Looks like you're getting stuck between these reeds and some hard pipes. You don't say something soon, this gig is going to be over.
Someone else is seeking to
Sorry, Curdy. I can't die too. Not now. So close to being a family again. Sorry, Curdy.
Well, Curdy, it looks like you have some explaining to do.
Huh? I have some explaining to do?
Right. The recitator doesn't lie.
What are you saying, Sally? Look, that was my nightmare, but I have no idea what it's supposed to mean.
Was that your nightmare?
Yes, the troubadour with a knife, you said it was Jimbo, Joe on the ladder, and Brittany with the pipe organ. And I died every time.
Was that your nightmare?
Was that your nightmare? Was that your nightmare? Was that your nightmare? Was that your nightmare?
Ah! Sally, just what are you saying here?
That Torah latitude has a clear connection to Joe, Jimbo, and Brittany. I believe that Torah wants to bring Jimbo and Brittany back from the dead so that they and Joe and she can be one big happy family again.
You mean?
Yes, Curdy. Torah latitude is actually the missing wife and mother of Jimbo, Brittany and Joe. Her name is Lauda.
Joe, no! Put the gun down! No!
We apologize for the sudden interruption in this program. Please tune in again soon for another episode of Space Croutons, if indeed there is one. Oh, and keep peace in your heart, blah, blah, blah.
Don't just sit and scoff. Season 5 is taking off. Here to show wrong from right. Share with you the true light. Even though things might be tight, your future's bright so the writers can write. Now, give us the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space Croutons. Space Croutons. SALI. Space Croutons. Space Croutons.
You know, Alien.
I'll give you Alien.
Space Croutons again and again. No matter where, no matter when, they're to be found, the legendary now. So let's count up season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.0. Now here we go! Space Croutons. Space Croutons. SALI. Space Croutons. Space Croutons.
Because in space, no one can hear you sing.
Whitney Houston, we have a problem.
Space Croutons is a work of original fiction. Similarities to persons, situations, or events, real or fictional, is coincidental and unintentional. Created and written by Jerry, Jace, John, Della, and Jeff Goodson. Episode story by Jeff. Original music by Levi Blakesley, John, Della, Jerry, and Jeff. Production by Jeff. Featuring the voice talents of John, Jerry, Della, Jace, Jeff, and Sally. Entire work, copyright 2024 by Jeff, John, Jerry, Della, and Jace Goodson. This has been a Good Witch audio production.